Rain, sunshine, gales, calm, tide, waves, big boats, small boats, fast boats, slow boats, young, old, and an impressive new record. The world's most famous regatta had it all. And with 8,000 sailors aboard 700 boats in 38 classes, there was plenty to talk about at Lendy Cowes Week, starting with the newest addition to the event. The 7-star Triple Crown Series offered 3 days of racing for 3 historic trophies for the biggest boats in the fleet. Plus, a new Duke of Edinburgh Triple Crown trophy from the Royal Collection for the overall winner. With the breeze up, the race around the Isle of Wight was the big one, as the 7-strong Volvo Ocean Race fleet joined in. This was the first time that the teams had faced each other. With limited opportunities to practice before the start of their Round the World race in October, there was already plenty at stake in this first stage of Leg Zero.
A little short-term lull.
Doing good, but it's busy.
Close racing was assured, but few were expecting records to be broken, including the team that set a new pace and sliced 36 minutes off the previous best.
It was windy up there in the south part of the island, and we had to push the boat quite strongly. And the start was super important. We did a very good start, and then one tug in the middles where we tugged right in the perfect place, and we stretched a little bit there, and then it's reaching, and then fractional, and then one jibing, and all went very well.
Hot foot from a cup victory in Bermuda, the record was also a great start for one of the team's newest recruits.
A lot of people are stepping out of the cup stuff, out of Olympic class boats into this, and you've got to be able to make the boat go fast, whether it's trimming the sails or driving the boat. So there's that element to it, but then it's not for everyone. And I'm hoping that the whole endurance part of it and just being able to push the boat day in day out is going to be something that I'll be good at, and that we can just keep pushing hard for the whole leg, and then each leg into the next one, and for the whole race.
Big Thursday swept through the next day as the weather ramped up. All but 2 classes were cancelled.
It was pretty lively. We saw 40 knots. We saw 40 knots out there. We were sailing mostly in 25 to 35. So we started in quite lumpy water there, and we stabilised into the flatter water just off the harbour there, and then got it in the air, and off we went. We were seeing 25 knots downwind.
3 days of racing had delivered 3 separate victories, along with the event's first overall winner.
Quite a breezy end to the day, and really glad we made it back in one piece to actually collect the trophies. But it was really great fun.
But the week wasn't just about seasoned pros. Youth sailing was out in force.
I'm Harry, and I do navigation and fourth man.
I'm Ollie, and I'm skipper.
I'm Ted, I do main trim.
I'm Will, and I do bow and jib trim.
We're sailing an Etchells. There's 4 of us sailing it together, and we're competing against all the older blokes, so we're the youngest team there. We went to an event a few months ago, a youth trials, and we did well in that event and won the use of a boat for a year, which was kindly donated by David Franks and sponsored by the Royal London Yacht Club. There's a trophy you can win if you have the best set of results for a team that's under 25. So obviously we are in the lower age limit, being all 18 or 19, so we have a few more years to do that, but we're getting on all right. I think we're about 3rd or 4th in that so far, so if we keep increasing our results, we're getting better as the week goes on, so hopefully we'll get up there.
But one young sailor stole the show. 14-year-old Freddie Peters cleaned up at Cowes, taking him and his father, who was crewing for him, by surprise.
Massive, huge. Did not expect it at all. First time in the boat. I might have sailed it around when I was a lot younger with Dad, but not that I remember. Windy, wavy, choppy, tidal, but it's been a big learning curve and hugely important.
He did incredibly well. He kept calm and clear. There were obviously loads of boats around, and they're not that easy to to steer, but he did much better than I expected. We had my daughter and a friend of hers who did all the navigation, so we knew where the marks were. I did quite a lot of the tactics, but when you get boat on boat, it's got to be him that makes the decisions, and he did it very, very well.
Yet for all the talent and technology on the racecourse, when it came to winning Lendy Cows Week overall, the biggest trophy went to a 78-year-old boat.
She was designed in 1937, designed by Lauren Giles of Leamington, and she was designed as a very shallow draft boat, and he took a complete punt as far as hull shape and designed something really, really wide for that time, because she had no stability from ballast, and all the stability was supposed to come from the shape. And 78 years later, it turns out to be, I would say, possibly ahead of many of the brand new boats that go in the water now. We bought Whooper as a boat we thought she'd be perfect for pottering around in the Solent, and gradually we realized the potential she had, and we got into racing more and more. But not for 1 minute we thought we could beat the kind of fleet that you get for Cows Week, you know? It's incredible we got there.